Hello everyone, Vlad here. I am back again with No Man's Sky today for Phase 5 Part 2. Last time we left off, we were waiting for the tiered community event to complete, and that has happened, so we can jump into the last part of this expedition. Join me and let's see how this story ends. Okay, here we are. We're on my save, and we are on the space anomaly. Let's take a look at our expedition progress so far. We need to go to Phase 5, and we were waiting for the Sentience Echo community event, progress event, milestone, to be able to be completed, and that looks like it is done. So ignite a convergence. So we can click View Details. Let's see how we can, if we just claim it. There we go. We just need to make sure that we select it as the active milestone, and now it is complete. And now let's take a look. All right, so we completed this one now, and that's going to give us 16 Korvax words, another base computer number, generally associated with memory. All right, so expedition. All right, we've got 3 milestones that are available. The first one here says current objective. This is the main one we need to complete to finish the expedition. It says ignition, restore life to the construct, breathe life into the construct, reward crystallized heart or viscous fluids. More computer numbers with that 128. And we got 2 milestones here. These were hidden until we just got this new milestone. This one says ignition Atlantid. Current objective: fuse the Atlantid reactor to the construct. Okay. And this one says ignition Crimson. Current objective: plant the seed of hope within the construct. All right, so we have both of these, and if you watched one of my more recent videos, it was basically questioning whether or not we were going to be able to complete both of these on the same save. And since we're putting both of these into the construct, I don't think it's intended for us to be able to complete this on one save. But I was prepared. I have a secondary save that has gotten the same amount of progress, and we can jump over to it to claim the second milestone that is becomes locked once we complete the other one here on this save. So we're going to have to make a choice here. But let's figure out what we need to do for breathing life into the construct. This says the construct exists, but it is not yet fully alive. A choice awaits. Complete the construct by using the Atlantid reactor or the seed of hope. Select either of ignition Atlantid or ignition Crimson to proceed. Note, the choice here is irreversible. Only one option may be chosen. Okay, so we have a choice to make. Which one do we want to go for first? We have these. This Atlantid one says fuse with the reactor. Let's see if that gives us a thing here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so reignite the construct by infusing it with the power of life itself. Connect the Atlantid reactor to complete the process. Note, this action is irreversible and incompatible with ignition Crimson. All right, so we need to build this Atlantid reactor if we would like to do that one. Let's go back over to our expedition. Let's choose Crimson. What does this one say? Plant the seed of hope within the construct. Reignite the construct by infusing it with the power of life itself. Plant the Atlas's gift of the seed of hope within the construct to complete the process. Note, this action is irreversible and incompatible with ignition Atlantid. All right, so this one here, I already have fully constructed the seed of hope. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this one off with the Crimson one. Also because I think I like the look of that one better. I'm not 100% certain which one I'm going to like better, but we're going to collect both of them. I just have a secondary save to use for the second. So let's start off with the Crimson one. And we need to find our construct, which Polo crudely put together over here. I can see some other travelers running around with their rewards already, so that's cool. All right, assembled construct. The construct is still highly distressed. I will need to earn their trust, or at the very least calm whatever electric storm currently rages within their care space. All right. Shell, lost. Where Shell? Shell, lost. Others. Who lost? Where? Others. All right, so very long, confused guy. All right, I'm gonna leave. Do I have the seed in my inventory? Maybe it's in my ship. It's not there. It's not there. Did I put it in the freighter? I definitely have it somewhere. I did switch ships, I think, at some point, so maybe it's in a different ship. Yeah, let's go. All right, guys. Perfect. I was not prepared. Let's see. Should be able to switch out our ships here. Let's double check this one. We need a seed of hope. Where's this stupid... There's the seed of hope right there. Okay, so there's that. And then we've got Crimson. It says plant the seed of hope within the construct. Do we need something? Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's go back to the construct. This should be much simpler, but I'm apparently making it extremely hard on myself. Alright, so here he is. Let's talk to him again. Okay, we got the same dialogue. I can't... Something's weird here. It says I will need to earn their trust. Oh, okay. It says Echo Collective. All right. I was missing something, but now I figured it out. All right. We're going to need to go over here. So it isn't asking for the Echo Reactor, which is what we need to complete. Well, we need some Echo Seed, and that should be here. Retrieve Echo Collective. There we go. Now we're talking. All right. So our work from completing the community event has come into play. We've collected that from the terminal over here. I'd see now if we can use that to calm our construct. There we go. The Echo Collective has an immediate effect on the assembled construct. They seem reassured by the presence of the other Echo Seeds. Okay, here we go. Shell here. Lost others there. Others here. Lost others. Shell here. Available. Accepted. The assembled construct is its own entity, distinct from the remnants. I have found... that's a full sentence. It's distinct from the remnants I have found strewn across planets, distinct from the growing collective within Nada's simulation. They have become more than an echo. I cannot tear them from their shell once more. And yet, there is a piece missing. They are incomplete. Their shell shapes them, but it does not define them. There must be a spark. Okay, here comes our Seed of Hope. This Atlas seed was a gift. I did not understand its purpose then, but now I see. This is the spark, the missing fragment of life. And yet, is this the right decision? Once the seed has been planted, there will be no going back. Their shell and their echo will be infused. Final. Okay, so here you have to make a choice. You can either go back and we can do the other path, or we can do this one. we're going to move forward with planting the seed of hope on this save here. So let's do that. All right. Core protocol aligned. Crimson. Here shell completed. Intact. Finished. Whole. Alive. Language synthesis. Partially stabilized. Let's greet them. This shell thanks your shell, other entity. Your shell is accepted. This echo is alive. All right. There we go. Took a minute for me to figure out I was missing something. But we got it. Milestone complete. Ignition. So that means we've completed all the milestones. Let's double check. Yes, we have this one. We can collect it. And we can collect a reward for this one. All right. Okay, and then we got phase 5 complete. We're going to get the title construct, Singularity decal plan, Singularity banner, customization. Okay. All right, so I think all we have left to do is complete the final reward and claim it. Collect the reward. This is going to give us the construct customization set. So this is going to be all of the limbs and the torso. Okay, cool. Nice. All right, so we finished one half of the story. Let's go see what happens if we choose a different version. Well, we know what's going to happen as far as, being able to unlock it. But let's see if we get a different sort of dialogue with our construct, anything else. And also, before I run off, saying, oh look, we finished, and let's just interact with this guy one more time. Let's see if he doesn't have anything extra to say if we speak to him one more time. I don't want to miss something. We'll just double check that he doesn't have more to say, then thank you. Lost others fear Crimson. Rejected, unstable, lost others still search for Atlantid. Okay, so the others that we use to make that convergence are fear the Crimson, which I believe is the Atlas. So part of them fears their creator, the spark that gave them life. Okay. Double check. All right, same message. So, so by giving him the seed of hope, it has given him life, but part of him is rejecting that spark of life, and they still search for the Atlantid. All right, well, it's time to go figure out what happens with the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that this saves, so they don't come back later and it's like, hey, you got to do all this over again. Okay, come on. All right, and let's go ahead. Options, quit the title screen. Yes, please. Play game. All right, so this is the one we were just on. I have this one prepared. Let's go figure out what the Atlantid option is. This way you can make the choice that works best for you. Alright guys, sorry about the delay. I am here on my second save. I did have to go collect one final echo seed so we can move forward, but that is done now. So let's see about what we need to do here to finish this one off. We have their sentience here. We need to go put that into the collective, I believe. So let's go finish that off. You go this way. Almost made it. Okay, Terminal Prime. Secondary simulation right enabled. Collective sentience is at 100%. Let's upload this echo seed. See if that triggers the milestone. There it goes. Perfect. Expedition. We can claim that now. And while we're here, going to collect the Echo Collective. Had to figure that out the last time we were here. And then we gotta complete one of these two. Now we completed Crimson, now we need to complete Atlantid. Alright, and so to do Atlantid, we need to craft an Atlantid reactor. Now you may be wondering what is an Atlantid reactor and how do I create it? So when you completed Rebirth, here, this milestone, it says reward Atlantid reactor schematic. And you got some repair kits. So that we should have this plan in our inventory. Let's go to craft. And there it is. It's right there. We need an antimatter housing before we can get that squared away. There's that. And let's go ahead and craft our Atlantid reactor. You're going to need antimatter housing, ionized cobalt, and some crystallized heart. Now, cobalt is available pretty readily at most of the space stations if you don't have cobalt. And you can turn that into ionized cobalt by processing it in your mobile processor here with some carbon as the fuel. So if you don't have the ionized cobalt, don't fret. Go visit the space station, pick yourself up some cobalt there, and then turn it into the ionized cobalt. If you're lucky, the space station you visit will have the ionized cobalt. You can just buy it outright, but you're going to need 75. That's not much. Let's go ahead and build this thing. And now we're ready to go talk to our construct. So our ignition Atlantid. Fuse the Atlantid reactor to the construct. This action is irreversible and incompatible with Ignition Crimson. The construct is still highly distressed. I will need to earn their trust, or at the very least, calm whatever electric storm currently rages within their carapace. Alright. Lots of internal dialogue. Let's give him the Echo Collective that we picked up from Nada's terminal with all of the seeds. Alright, the Echo Collective has an immediate effect on the assembled construct. They seem reassured by the presence of the other Echo seeds. Shall hear. Okay, some more internal dialogue. Okay, so it's accepted all of the others. The assembled construct is its own entity, distinct from the remnants I have found strewn across the planets, distinct from the growing collective within Nada's simulation. They have become more than an echo. I cannot tear them from their shell once more. And yet, there is a piece missing. They are incomplete. Their shell escapes them, but it does not define them. There must be a spark. So we're going to connect the Atlantid reactor this time. We're not going to plant the seed of hope. That gave us the crimson one. Make sure we're choosing the right one. Atlantid reactor. Yes. I acquired the Atlantid reactor from the same source as the rest of the construct schematics. It seems fitting to complete their assembly with this final piece. And yet, is this the right decision? Once they have been connected, there will be no going back. Their shell and their echo will be fused. Final. Alright, so let's connect the Atlantid reactor. Okay, let's see what happens. Core protocol aligned, Atlantid. Here shell completed, intact, finished, whole, reawakened. Language synthesis, partially stabilized. Let's go ahead and greet them. This shell thanks your shell, other entity. Your shell is accepted. This echo is home. Alright, and that is mission complete. Now, we did talk to this guy a second time when we got our Atlantid Seed of Hope installed. So let's see if we get another dialogue with this guy. Here shall sees the crimson. Crimson true, crimson false. Undetermined. Okay, so they don't know if they believe in the Atlas or not. Alright, so we have completed that. Let's go ahead and collect our reward here. And then we can jump to this save and another one. And we can, or actually I should be able to collect the other one from the Quicksilver Synthesis vendor. So we can go ahead and we can check out what both of these rewards look like. And we can put on the other robot parts. We can run around here doing the robot. Hey there, Mr. Quicksilver Synthesis vendor. Let's go to Expedition Rewards. Let's go ahead and collect this. Okay. There we go. While I wait on that, let's go ahead and collect the rest of the rewards. And this should... Oh, I didn't collect that one. I shouldn't have to, just because this is a different save, but I do want this one to revert to a regular save, so I'm going to collect everything. Perfect. Alright, so we got another player here. He's not in the middle of the pad, so let's give this thing a go. Okay, so we let's go to our heads. 22 and 23 are now here. Okay, we got 22. This is the Atlantid head. It doesn't look like it's fully there. Okay, so that's the crimson one. There it is. Now it's fully there. Okay, so we have this one here. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. It reminds me of the animals that are robots on the planet. It looks kind of like that. And this is the crimson one. I think I like the crimson one better as far as looks go. But I like the story better with the Atlantid one. Let's try the torso. Let's try number 6. Okay, so this is our robot torso. Let's try our armor. Armor doesn't exist. Okay, you can apply armor, but it initially had no armor. So, let's go to torso. Let's see if that's okay. If I choose 6, okay. So this is kind of cool. If you choose one of the ones, we'll have to see if it stays once we get in here. But if you go from one of the ones that one of the chests and select the construct chest, it removes all of the armor. So that's kind of cool. I'm gonna set it to that before, just in case, because sometimes this, like we had with the head, it wasn't loading everything. That could be the case with this. But for now, I'm gonna do that and leave this one blank, so that we can keep it without any armor. Let's go to gloves. Let's choose our robot hands. Let's go to our legs. Let's choose our robot legs. Go to our boots. I choose our robot feet. There is no special robot backpack, so I'm going to leave that one as it is. I haven't been able to get any of these capes to actually show up in game recently, so I'm just going to leave those alone right now. Yeah, let's save those changes. Okay, so here we are. This is my robot body. Yeah, kind of cool. Yeah, not bad. All right, let's check out the other head. Let's see what that looks like with this get up and head. Let's choose 22. Yes, please. Okay, there we go. So this is the Atlantid head, and it's kind of cool. All right, so we've completed the expedition. We've unlocked both of the collectible rewards, and I did it by completing the expedition more than once. There are probably ways where you can use reload a manual save to kind of go backwards in time before you make your decision and select the other option without having to play through another expedition. However, that requires you going in a particular set order of of making that save and then visiting the anomaly and making sure you don't do anything weird in between to overwrite that manual save. So I'm not going to try and explain it here because I don't want to be the cause of you having to play the expedition again. If for some reason I were to give incorrect instructions on how to do that, the intended way is obviously for you to complete it more than once. All the dialogue was as such when we were completing these portions of the expedition. So anyway, I will not be outlining those, but just know that they are available. You may be able to find those in different sources, but just be careful when you do it. If you go out of order and overwrite the manual save that you will have to reload, then like the whole thing told you, there is no going back. So if you don't have that save to go back to, you will have to complete the expedition once again to unlock both of these. But I had prepared 2 saves and I'm good to go as far as that goes. So I want to say thanks for joining me on this adventure, this expedition number 10, enjoying the story of the Atlantids. Now there is a whole bunch of codes and things that also tell more of the backstory of the Atlantids. Starting with the names of the autophages we spoke with. If you're interested in seeing what those messages were and some of the extra backstory that wasn't necessarily part of our normal dialogue, then go check out my other video. I'll put a link so that you can follow that pop up here on the video, and you'll be able to reach that and learn a little bit more about this expedition. But thank you again for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest content from Flat Administrator Gaming. And go ahead and join our Discord. It's a wonderful community. The link is down in the description. Until next time, I'll see you around the cosmos.